another movie review. Hey, what's up? Kyle here again. I'm with my buddies Doug, Carolyn, and Phil, and we just got seeing another movie, and that is the Blair Witch, new Blair Witch movie. And what did you guys think of it, guys?
I thought that it was more exciting than the original, but the story was a little confusing. It was a little hard to follow.
Yeah. And what did you think, Doug?
I definitely agree with Carolyn on that. That it was more, there was more happening than the first Blair Witch Project.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of stuff going on, a lot of shaky camera.
It was too much. Like, couldn't really follow it.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. It was a little hard to follow, but overall it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah. What did you think, Phil?
There was a lot of information compacted into the movie in general, and there was a lot of action too, but it was decent. I mean, it was a decent film.
Yeah, it was good. I personally like the original the best. It's a classic, but this one has its ups and downs. I didn't think it was the scariest thing I've seen. I did like it, in a way. It did show more than the original. Like I did show like something. I don't want to give too much away, but it was good. I thought the ending was a really had a surprise ending, and I really enjoyed this one. It wasn't the scariest thing I've seen. It's nothing like amazing. I did like it better than the second Blair Witch movie. This is actually a sequel to.
It's a sequel to the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, this is the actual sequel to the Blair Witch. The Blair Witch Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2, was actually not a sequel to it was not really a sequel. It was more like just another. Well, it was a sequel, but it wasn't like it had nothing to do with the original Blair Witch. This had to do with the original Blair Witch movie. But let's tell what it's about. So this one is pretty much about a group of friends, and this guy James takes this group of friends. They doing found footage. They're going back to the wood.
They're going back to the woods to try to find a sister, Heather.
Yeah, they want to find Heather, which was the character in the
original
Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, and they take their cameras, and crazy shit happens in the woods. And things happen. They encounter a lot of crazy things. Encounter a lot of crazy things. People start missing, and it's pretty much like the original almost.
It is, because they go back to the house at the end.
Yeah, they go
that
back.
House that's in that ramshackle old house that they
with
the cement or whatever walls, and they go in that house and.
Yeah.
I would say it's very much like the original, except for in the original, they didn't show as much. It was just implied, and you had to figure it out for yourself. But in this movie, it was almost the same, but they showed you it instead of letting you figure it out.
Yeah,
right.
So much was implied in the first movie, but you didn't actually see much at all.
Yeah,
but I feel like this was the same, except for you saw everything that they implied in the first movie.
in the original, they want you guessing more like guessing.
Right. They want you to assume.
They want you to assume, and that's the thing. When I first saw the original, I didn't really care for it, to be honest. The original.
I didn't really either, to be quite honest.
And then I started growing on it. I started growing on the original. I love the original film, to be honest. I like it, but when I first saw it, to be honest, you guys are gonna be shocked. I didn't care for it too much, but then
I'm not shocked. I didn't care for it much either when I first saw the original Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, it wasn't as exciting or scary as I thought it would be, but the more I watched it, the concept of it was what was creepy.
Yeah,
if you were stuck in that situation.
Yeah.
If you're stuck in the situation,
the realism or realisticness of the movie. That was what was creepy.
Yeah, because you always
And there wasn't all the fake special effects. And
which
is why it felt like it could have really happened to you or to anybody.
Yeah, I enjoyed the original though. After the second time I watched it though, because it was really, I actually got the point of it, because it can really, imagine if you're in the woods and you're alone in the woods with your group of friends, and a witch is after you, and you're filming something. That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
And you're alone there.
I actually, I acquired a taste for the Blair Witch Project after a couple viewings
Yeah,
of
I
it.
feel the same exact way. I
And
have watched it a lot of times.
In a way, I like. In a way, the original I liked a little more. In a way, I like this a little more because this showed more in this one.
Yeah. Something I like about the Blair Witch Project is that I just happen to like horror films that are the location is the woods.
Yeah, me
I just
too.
like the woods and everything. It's the whole woods location, and there's a witch in the. I don't know. I just like that.
That's what I like.
The whole
too.
concept.
Yeah, I like a lot, and a lot of found footage. There's a lot of found footage movies. I like found footage movies. They're really good, and this really worked. So out of 5 stars, guys, what would you give this?
You go first.
I would say like a 3 out of 5.
I would say like a 3.5. Can I say that?
3.5.
3.5.
Yeah, that's a good.
I would give it like a 3, and
3 and a quarter.
yeah, something like that. It was.
3 and an 8.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best, but it definitely wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't like bad. It wasn't that bad. What would you give it?
3.7 out of 5.
3.7. That's good.
Oh, pretty good.
What would you give it again?
I gave it like a 3 and a half ish.
Yeah, definitely go check it out. Really good. It's good. It's nothing like amazing.
Yeah.
It's not the best found footage movie, but it's worth checking out.
Especially if you're a fan of the original.
If
Yeah,
you're
if you're a fan of the original, but the one thing that was lacking is I think it had a lack of Ron Jeremy. I think it really needed more Ron Jeremy in it.
Yeah, and the one thing is, I wanted to see.
He would have spiced it up a bit. Sorry.
The one thing is, I wanted to see Heather in the movie.
Yeah.
That I wanted to see, but
I remember us talking about that. We would have liked to see Heather.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would have
I
been a really interesting
Yeah,
flashback
true.
because
I wonder-
a movie is so old that it would have been it came out so many years ago that it would have been amazing to
Yeah,
just
to
see her
see
again.
her in it. Yeah.
I agree. I wonder who. Well, I don't want to give anything away, but yeah, I won't say anything.
And there's a twist at the end that I don't want to give away.
Yeah.
But definitely check it out if you're a fan of the original. But anyway, though, guys, hope you just movie review that we did. Thanks a lot for watching and subscribing. Definitely hit my man Doug up on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. Hit Carolyn up on Facebook, Twitter, and
YouTube, Instagram.
Oh, I don't use Twitter, by the way. Sorry.
You know,
No, I use Instagram.
what should people hit you up on?
Well, if you're gonna, if you want to look me up, you can look me up on Douglas Godino FX on my Instagram. That's my Instagram page. My FX makeup page.
You can find me on Instagram at CJXOXOX.
And you?
Instagram and Facebook. Philip DeCola on
My
Instagram
man
and
Phil.
Facebook. Philip DeCola.
Definitely check out
Yep.
Phil, Carol.
Sorry.
Definitely check out my buddies Phil, Carolyn, and Doug. And thanks a lot for watching and subscribing. And definitely go see Blair Witch. Really fun movie. Thanks a lot for watching. Peace.
Peace out, home dogs.